For Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness.
I am the chosen one.
I think God calls all of us to fill different roles at different times, and I think that he wanted Donald Trump to become president, and that's why he's there.
Mr. President, I know there are people that say, you know, you said you were the chosen one, and I said, you were.
What is your view kind of spiritually on the sovereignty of God and what he's doing exactly by putting Donald Trump as president of the United States?
Well, you know, I think it goes to show that everything happens for a reason.
Could it be that President Trump right now has been sort of raised for such a time as this, just like Queen Esther, to help save the Jewish people from an Iranian menace?
As a Christian, I certainly believe that's possible.
I think that God sometimes places people for lessons and sometimes places people for change.
I am confident that the Lord is at work here.
Explain why you say that God has given President Trump the authority to attack North Korea.
The Bible, especially Romans 13, does give President Trump moral authority to use whatever force necessary, including assassination or even war, to topple an evil dictator.
The Reverend Franklin Graham says President-elect Donald Trump was put in the White House by God.
This election, no question, I believe God's hand was in it.
I see the greatest president in history. Of course he is. He was chosen by God.
God, in some reason, put him there for a purpose. I don't know what that is. But we need to get behind him and support him.
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God.
You really believe that God divinely interjected himself into the campaign and actually chose Donald Trump to win?
I absolutely believe that because I'm a Christian.
If you're a believing Christian, you understand God's plan for the people who rule and judge over us on this planet in our government.
He's authentically, whether people like it or not, has been raised up by God, because God says that he raises up and places all people in places of authority. It is God that raises up a king.
Trump's the best president for Israel in the history of the world, and the Jewish people love him like he is the king of Israel. They love him like he is the second coming of God.
And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.